Yesterday we found out that there is a new publication ban from the Crown. This is covering the information that's in the sealed envelope, the decision of the sealed envelope, and the information around it. So we can't talk about that, but we could talk about the new ban that's in place. And I find that this is going to be the new ban was put in place in order to protect the jury. This is a decision from the judge. However, I think it's going to be troubling because now the jury, if they're in the media, looking at the media, are only going to have mis or disinformation because we're not able to correct that information with the truth. Unfortunately, in this situation, the truth itself is banned. So we're going to have the jury looking at mis and disinformation, so that's troubling to us. I did speak to the judge. I did have the opportunity to oppose the application, along with the defense as well. Unfortunately, we were not able to succeed with that, and the Crown did get a publication ban there.
So it was an extension for the publication ban? What happened?
This is a new one. So the original publication ban was from the defense on the details surrounding the application for the warrant. This is a different one. This is on a separate matter that we're dealing with, which is information that was discovered and sealed in an envelope. The decision of whether or not the judge will pierce the client solicitor privilege is what we're discussing and arguing here. And what happened was yesterday, that decision is, the arguments are done. Now it's with the judge to decide. And we don't actually know when he's going to make that decision. Today is the last day of scheduled court. The next scheduled court is in November. We're hoping he can do the decision today or sooner than November, because we still believe that once the decision to open that envelope is done and he looks at that envelope, then he may understand the severity of the allegations being made in there and could potentially change the outcome of this matter.
Do you have anything to add?
Just a lot of confusion. We do, and again, being cautious on what we say. What we're hearing is discussion about others that aren't the four men.
Correct.
And just want to make that clear. This is a bigger picture. It's not just our four men. There's something else in play.
And I'd like to highlight something about the treatment of the men.
Oh.
We have an issue with one of the men right now that we're actively working through. We're talking to people, we're calling people, and possibly an emergency application of some sort because there's a health concern that I'd like Granny to maybe touch upon.
Okay. Yes, Tony has some gut health issues and he's struggling. He's lost a lot of weight. He needs his probiotics and a couple other supplements. He does have a prescription for the probiotics that is good till August. They're trying to get it transferred from Medicine Hat. We're going through Alberta Health Services. We do have a file number now. They cannot avoid it or, what would you say,
They can't ignore
it.
us anymore.
Yeah. So again, it doesn't hurt to reach out to the health minister on Tony's behalf. The people need to be Tony's voice. Tony's voice is being unheard. He is sick. He needs help. So if anybody knows the health minister, maybe you'd like to reach out and talk to her and say an Albertan is struggling and suffering. So please help him.
And one last thing I'd like to mention, there is no accredited media of any kind here today or yesterday. We saw accredited media on Monday and Tuesday, but nothing since then. And unfortunately, I did ask the judge whether or not I could continue to be unaccredited media and live stream or live tweet from the hallway. I was allowed that luxury the first day. However, yesterday, due to an unknown security breach, our phones are now being taken away from us and we can't do anything even in the hallway. Only on lunch breaks do we get the phones back. So there's some sort of complication around getting information out from accredited media, unaccredited media, and citizens themselves. We can't tweet right now.
Thank you so much for this update.